Hey, Scott, did you know it when we talk in this part? The listeners can hear it.
Yes, I did.
Okay. Just check. Scott, you doing the intro? Someone doing the intro. All right, we'll wing it.
Trekcast.
The galaxy's most unpredictable Star Trek podcast.
Hello. Welcome to Trekcast. We're unpredictable. We're a podcast. We watch Star Trek and other stuff, but mostly Star Trek. I'm Dan. That's Scott in the middle. He's like the cream in the Oreo.
Oh,
That is Trekcast.
Oh
And
my!
Daniel and I are the delicious, crunchy yet still sweet chocolate cookie portions
I am
of this
so
podcast.
glad I'm not ready to send the link to this episode to my mom until just now.
Oh, stop. The shit you've said in front of your mom on this show, this cookie metaphor is nothing.
that's right. We're just a special treat for your mom.
Yeah.
She loves
oh,
us.
my. Oh, my.
Oh my!
Yeah. Hey, Chazbiz. What's up, buddy? Good morning to
Morning,
you too.
everybody.
Good morning. Happy birthday. We have a birthday boy on the screen with us today.
Yes, thank you.
It's
Thank
Dan's
you.
birthday.
Yep.
Yeah.
I am 49 years old today.
Wow.
49.
And I feel like I have the phage. That's what 49. If Trekkie ever asks me, what's 49 feel like? I have the phage. I need some Klingon DNA, like now. Every morning I wake up and I say, which knee hurts today? Which elbow hurts today? So yeah, that's 49. 49's cool. My wife is I am 1 year, 1 month, and 1 day older than my wife.
Okay.
So there's a 1 month period between now and her birthday where she's like, yeah, well, you're 2 years older than me. No, I'm not.
Yeah.
Mathematically, you sort of, but
Yeah. Yep.
so
My brother and I are like 10 and a half months apart. So there's 6 weeks. We're the same age. And for those listening, I know you guys know, but they don't know. My brother has Down syndrome and autism. So for those 6 weeks, my brother will look at me and say, you and me, same. I know, listen to you. Yeah.
Nice.
That's great. I like it.
So that was my I don't know if you heard it. That was my text alert. It sounds like the Enterprise D computer. All of my happy birthday text messages are rolling in. So
Oh, nice.
you'll hear that sound effect from time to time. Has nothing to do with the show. Don't get confused.
Right.
There's no bumper coming or anything.
Okay.
It's just me getting old.
Well,
Also, it was Valentine's Day yesterday, and I got to share
Yes.
a couple of things that I got from my lovely wife. First of
Oh,
all,
okay.
this T-shirt that I'm wearing, this says "Resistance is futile," and it's
Nice.
got a big picture of Locutus with a big heart. He's inside a big
Aw.
heart. Yep. And in fact, it looks like it's still got the tag still on it. Got me a little Post-it sticker book.
Yep.
It's got a whole bunch of different Post-it stickers in it of the Next
Oh,
Generation
nice.
crew, and then a little plaque that
Oh.
says "I love you to the
Aw.
Final Frontier and back."
Oh, I
So-
thought it says. Oh, I thought it said you're the low cutest boy in class.
That would have been fun too. That would have been fun too.
That's awesome.
So happy Valentine's Day, everyone who celebrates.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
Dan, you got any big celebration plans today for your birthday?
Well, my buddy Ryan,
right here.
My buddy Ryan, he and I have the same birthday, so
okay.
We are going out to dinner. Me and him and our wives, going out to dinner tonight. It's nice. When you get older, it's like going out with friends. It's like a big deal because it doesn't happen.
Right.
When you got kids and jobs and mortgages and all that stuff, hanging out with friends just doesn't happen as often. So I'm really excited about seeing them. So
that's cool.
Yeah.
Atreyu says it should be Locutus inside of a mechanical heart.
Mechanical heart.
Yeah, since Picard has mechanical heart.
Yeah.
Yeah. He just did it well actually on your Valentine's Day gift.
Well, actually,
Locutus's heart.
Mm-hmm. Totally.
Yeah.
Well, cool. Well, we should probably get to it. Or no, Dan wanted to talk about last week's episode real quick.
Yeah. This is the new segment we do where I digest the show for a full week.
we need
3 days.
We need like a sound bite.
Yeah, we need a bumper. We need a bumper.
And we need to call it something like
Yeah.
Dad shits on last week's episode. Or
well, it's been 3 days that this episode, so it's 10 days since the last one came out. And I think about stuff, and the whole episode was about Sam learning about the legacy of Benjamin Sisko, right? Who spent years on Deep Space Nine. He had more involvement in the Federation's interactions in the Gamma Quadrant than any other officer in Starfleet. I don't think we could argue that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
First contact with the Vorta, first contact with the Jem'Hadar. He pretty much won the Dominion War.
Yeah.
Which means he freed the Jem'Hadar from slavery. Where was Laura Thok in that episode?
Yeah.
She referred to herself a few episodes ago as a freed Jem'Hadar.
Yeah.
Okay. From her perspective, Ben Sisko should be like Abraham Lincoln. And she wasn't even in the episode.
That's a very good point.
Yeah.
That's a very good point.
That is a really good point.
So that's off my chest. Now we can move on.
No, yeah.
As we do.
Oh, I'm sure we'll have other problems, but that's okay.
Yeah.
I had a thought too.
Go for it.
And I wanted to add to. I think we're going to call this segment Dan's Stew. And I wanted to add to Dan's stew. I wanted to stir the pot a little bit.
Do it.
And I've talked about this before when we were talking about AI writing stuff. But when you're watching an episode of Trek and it goes through like there's a story by and written by. So when it says story by, when the credits roll at the beginning of the episode, that means that somebody went up to the people that make shows and said, "Hey, I got an idea for an episode."
Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But they're not writers. They don't know how to write dialogue, stuff like that. Okay. So then they give it off to somebody who actually write the episode. So I think there's a problem here where somebody had a good idea for a story, but then the writers had never seen an episode of Deep Space Nine, or vice versa. I think the problem is the writers and the story people are not jiving the way that writers and story people did when they were doing like Voyager or Deep Space Nine. Does that make any sense?
I mean, it's possible. Sometimes written or story by and then written is like the original person took a swipe at the screenplay,
right?
And then it just it was changed so much as they continue the development process that it's no longer the original screenplay. So they go with the last draft as written by.
Because how could you come up with a story that harkens back so much to Sisko and talk about, because I thought it was such a cool idea to have Isla Dax in it, and
Mhm.
I thought it was such a cool about like the tomato reference. And then how could Dan just came up with this thing about how could you miss that? How could you have such a great idea over here, yet miss this idea over here? Where is the disconnect?
Yeah,
Is that
it's
in the
also-
writer's room?
He also had another son.
yeah.
Totally. Yeah, I
No,
felt
no
bad
mention.
for not a single mention.
Yeah.
I noticed that during the episode too, and I'm like, you could at least say, and his brother,
Yeah.
or something, or Jake could have said, yeah, me and my brother,
Yeah.
because he mentioned the mom.
Yeah.
He mentioned Cassidy. Yeah, Cassidy and my mother lived happily ever after, or
Mhm.
or maybe dropped a name, and we would have been like, ooh, that's the name of the birth. Did we? I don't even know if we ever knew the name. Like, she never gave birth on the show.
No, she
So-
never gave birth. She said she was pregnant. I feel like I've seen in a book or a comic book, they named the son Ben after Ben.
Right. I'm sure there's a book or comic book or something where he's a starship captain by now, but
Yeah, and then there's another one that I saw where they named him after the grandpa.
Yeah, that's
Forget
what
what
I
the
thought.
grandpa's-
I thought it was
Yeah.
Joseph.
Yeah.
Joseph
Sisko.
Sisko.
okay.
Yeah.
But I could be wrong.
Yeah.
It's been a long time.
Tomatoes.
been
and
a
peppers.
there to here? Yeah.
road.
Getting from there to here. All right.
All right. I'm done with
Well,
Dan. Dan Stew.
Yeah. All
Dan
right,
Stew.
well, I'm trying to think of what I can use for Dan Stew. Like, should I get some Neelix footage and edit that around
Oh,
that?
there you go.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, let's get to the news because we got a lot to go through.
Star Trek news.
All right. So our first news story comes to us from IMDb, and this is kind of interesting because this news is starting to make the rounds right now. But the headline reads: Star Trek Starfleet Academy sees poor ratings as it fails to hold an audience.
No shit.
So, yeah. So what's going on is because it takes so long to get the ratings, we're just now getting the ratings for the premiere episode, that 2-episode premiere that started 6 weeks ago. So this is just now the tracking for internet viewing streaming services, right? And what IMDb is reporting is that Starfleet Academy failed to break into the top 10 Nielsen charts. So that's pretty bad, especially with it's just an expensive show. But what really makes this worse, unfortunately, is if you remember, they did a 2-episode premiere, meaning you had double the chances, double the streaming to break into that top 10. It's not like you were competing with one episode of another show. It's one episode of another show compared to the 2 that you're releasing that week. So that hurts, right? The fact that they couldn't even break into the top 10 with a 2-episode premiere. Yeah.
Kurtzman's going to kill Star Trek.
That's the tagline for this show. Starfleet Academy. It hurts.
Yes. It's pretty rough, man. And they're spending millions and millions of dollars. I mean, it's one of the most expensive Star Trek shows, if not the most expensive, and it's not even breaking. You can't just there's no copium around this. It's a bad precedent for this show, and we've got another season of it coming. So yeah.
I feel bad. I know I've said this before. I feel bad. I come here Sunday.
Yeah.
I log in and I spend an hour taking a dump on this show. And that's not what this podcast is supposed to be.
Right.
And I feel bad doing that.
Mm-hmm.
But the reality is this podcast is the only reason I watched this show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't finish The Acolyte. I didn't bother. I said, this is not for me. I'm not enjoying this. This is supposed to be entertainment. I'm going to go do something else. The only reason I'm here, or the only reason I watch this show is because I'm here. Mm-hmm. So I don't know.
Yeah, I'm trying to get through Ironheart right now.
I didn't even bother.
It's on in the background now.
Yeah.
I usually watch this show twice. I watch it on Thursday when it comes out. Sometimes I listen to it in the car while I drive to work on Thursday morning. And then usually Sunday morning I'll rewatch it and take some notes for this show. I couldn't get through it today.
Yeah.
I took a bunch of notes, and when News said spooge, that's the last thing I have in my notes.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, I got enough here.
Yeah.
I got enough. It's like I wasn't watching the show to enjoy the show. I was watching the show to have enough content to do this podcast. And I got to the point where he said spooge, and I said, "Yeah, I can talk for an hour about this show. That's enough. Let me go make an egg sandwich for myself because I'm hungry."
And here's the thing: and let me explain to the audience why you're having to apologize. Catch this, okay? We're not talking about good Trek being bad. Because if this was good Trek being bad, if this was Deep Space Nine having a bad episode, we would have a fun time talking about Alan Moraine or some bad parts of a good episode. Okay, it would be fun. It would be funny, like trash and like bad parts of a good episode or a bad episode of a good series. That's not this, and I feel like that's why you're.
Dan, you're muted.
I feel like that's why we are having to apologize, right, Dan? I mean,
yeah. So Star Trek 09, there's plenty of problems with that movie. There's plenty of issues with that movie. I could do a 2-hour podcast of all the mistakes that they made with that movie. But you know what? I rewatch that one all the time.
Sure.
Yeah.
And it's fun. It's fun to watch because the good things about it outweigh the bad things about it. The problem is there's an imbalance here with this show. I don't enjoy it enough to write off all of these things.
Yeah. All right. Let me get to my next news story because
we're still in the news. This is
yeah. This next one hurts for me personally.
Oh
so
man.
Let me get to it.
Okay.
This is coming to us from Giant Freaking Robot. And let me bring up the headline. Star Trek's best writer just threw fans under the bus. So they are reporting on Tawny Newsome, who recently did a Ask Me Anything on YouTube. And she went on to defend Starfleet Academy because she is one of the writers and a producer and a star of it as Dax. But she went on to say, quote, "There is something different with this show because our cast is so young. And I just want to say, really, really think about who you are tearing down." So she is saying that the big criticism against the show is the fact that it's young and not any of the other problems that we've mentioned or anyone else. Right.
But they're putting young people in adult situations.
Well,
so you can't say, oh, but they're just kids when they're shacking up with each other. They're going bar hopping.
Well, and I would say, I don't think we've ever even said that, oh, the problem with the show is that they're young. It's like we've mentioned situations, the writing,
Yeah. I think the show is geared towards young people. I don't think we're the demographic it's geared towards.
Yeah.
No.
But
yeah.
But those people aren't watching it.
Right.
We just got the numbers. So the people you're aiming this show at aren't watching it. The ones who are watching it aren't enjoying it. 1 + 1 = 2. It's time for a course correction. That's what that says.
Right. I would agree. So that one kind of hurt me because I'm like, oh, okay, you're not taking responsibility or
How long from the time the rudder turns to the time the ship turns is it? From the time they hear they heard all of the noise of we want, what was the name that everybody came up with for the new Star Trek show that everybody wants?
Legacy.
We want Legacy, and we hate this. To the time they hear that and then make it.
Well, the reports are they did offer Jerry Ryan a Legacy type show, but it wasn't going to be what they originally planned for Legacy. So that's why she didn't do it. Like it was going to just be her and Raffi and none of the other characters. Not what was his name? Jack Crusher and some of the Legacy TNG people pop in every now and then. So that's kind of crazy. Yeah. Oh, well, Bill says this episode felt like a course correction to me. We're going to talk about that. I have thoughts about that. It did feel different. I will give you that. It did feel different.
I have writing thoughts about this.
Oh, nice. I can't wait. All right. And then our last news story comes to us from, what is this? I forget the name of this website. Red Shirts Will Always Die. And we're learning a little bit about behind the scenes of Starfleet Academy. The headline is Star Trek actor confirms costume was uncomfortable and was a lot more work. So we're learning more from Gina Yashir. She plays Laura Lothok, the Klingon Jem'Hadar hybrid. Yeah. And she was talking a little bit about some of the improvements from season 1 and season 2, because they are shooting season 2 right now, as I understand it.
Hip, hip, hooray.
Yeah. But she's basically saying that the prosthetics that she uses now in season 2, because she's referring to now, is a lot more comfortable to wear. She's like, by no means are they comfortable. They're just more comfortable than what they were before. So, poor lady. And she's got to wear these things for like 16 hours a day. So that's pretty rough. Also says that the costume is like just not comfortable at all either. So she's feeling all awkward the entire time that she's shooting. So that sucks.
God, when you get a lead role in Trek, like after the excitement wears off, you must look down and go, "Oh, it's a Cardassian."
Yeah.
Damn it!
Or, I couldn't be a Betazoid.
It's a Betazoid or a Trill. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Well, that's what makes people like
not bad.
Yeah. Well, like somebody like Doug Jones, right? Who was Saru, who has been in a ton of movies under a ton of prosthetics all the time. So that poor guy is always under it, right?
Yeah.
And that's what you're known for, because you're willing to do it,
I mean, Michael Dorn must have just walked out of his trailer every morning and looked at Patrick Stewart and been like, I effing hate you.
Well, when he moved over to Deep Space Nine, that was one of the conditions that he had. You have to figure something out and cut down the time in the chair. Yeah.
Well, about 60 years and they still can't make comfortable costume. Yeah, because they just have to look good. It doesn't matter what they feel like,
Well, eventually this is going to be in 5 years. The actors probably aren't going to have to deal with this anymore. It's just going to be dots on a face.
Yeah. Maybe.
It's like Robert Downey Jr. when he did Iron Man 1, he had to wear the entire costume. And by Endgame, he was like, "No, I'm not wearing any of that.
Yeah.
You're going to put dots on my face."
The actor that plays
Downey Jr.
Yeah. The actor that plays the Klingon on Academy, I forget his real name, but Jaden.
Yeah.
He did like an Ask Me Anything on Instagram, and he says it took like 4.5 to 5 hours every day to put on that makeup. And so like he's in the chair and then he's got to go shoot. Like it's crazy.
Also, I have an issue with his name.
A lot of people do.
Why? It's like, okay, welcome to Trekcast with Danielle. What the heck?
Yeah.
It's a little spot on.
And I'm a Klingon Jem'Hadar hybrid named Scott.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Come on, Jaden. Okay. Come on, writers.
Yeah. Well, that's all the news stories. So there you go. It's tough times, but well, we should probably get to it. The main topic. So here we go.
Fun will now commence.
I'm angry because we've got a writer right here that does a Star Trek podcast with about 14 listeners that would run circles around all of you.
Yeah, Dan would do a great job.
Yeah.
I thought he's the writer. He's the writer.
Wait, I did point on my screen. I'm pointing at Daniel.
Oh, yeah. On
well,
my screen, you're pointing to Dan.
Okay.
Some people go this way. Some people go
Okay.
that way. Some people go both ways.
That's right. That's right.
This guy, that guy.
So yeah, we had the 6th episode of Starfleet Academy. The episode was "Come, Let's Away."
It's a Shakespeare quote.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it means come on, let's go.
Yeah. Get the hell out of here.
Come, let's away.
I thought it meant, hey, read this comic book.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, what we have is the new version of the Kobayashi Maru, I guess, kind of. They have to go on a field trip to like a ship graveyard and start up a ship, and nobody's done this before. And when the cadets go to the broken down ship, they get attacked by some new villains. What are they called? The Reapers?
The Furies
They're
Furies.
the Reavers from
X-Men.
no,
Yeah. from Firefly. Yeah.
Firefly.
Oh, I don't know Firefly. There was a team of villains in like late 80s X-Men comics called the Reavers, and they were all I think they were like cyborgs or something.
Okay.
Yeah,
Reavers were a villain from Firefly. They were part human, part. They were humans.
Yeah. Well, these guys are human and part alien and 100% cannibal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were phased too, I guess.
Yeah.
What is the story with that? Did they ever?
They didn't really explain it. It was just
Well, okay,
Yeah,
cool.
They were phased.
Thanks for that.
Yeah.
apparently they're
explanation
from
do you
one of the
need?
books. They're a villain in one of the books.
Okay.
Yeah,
Or-
you didn't read the book. I got it right here.
Yeah, what's the book called?
Yeah, it's this book right here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's explained in
It's that
great
one.
detail
Yeah.
in
yeah.
that book.
I mean, I think they were a cool villain. I thought they were.
They might have been if we knew anything about them.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Who
I
would
don't know
build
anything
on?
about them.
Yeah.
Don't know anything about them.
Um,
I know that Lieutenant Commander Chaperone's voice was 2000% dubbed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like it was awkward how obvious it was that it was dubbed.
Yeah.
Oh, the Marine commander or whatever the heck.
Yeah, the guy gets
Yeah.
Sacrificed himself.
Okay.
Yeah.
And again, I'm just gonna
I
say
don't
it.
watch the TV close enough to know if it's dubbed or not.
No, just the sound of his voice. You could tell he was in a studio.
Okay.
After the fact.
They must have changed his lines.
Yeah, everyone else sounded like this, and he sounded like he was right up on the mic like this.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But so Caleb was running his mouth and using foul language in front of that guy.
Mhm.
And I know he's a teenager and he's edgy and whatnot, but again, this is a military academy. Scott, when you were in basic training, did you like use foul language in front of your drill
Absolutely
sergeant?
not.
Like it was
Absolutely
cool.
not.
Okay.
No.
And what would happen to you if you did?
I'd be doing
Regardless of
push-ups.
regardless of where you were,
Where I
what you
was,
were
what the
doing,
situation was.
Yes,
We could be out in a
yes.
field march. They would
Yes.
stop, and if
If
I
you-
said "F you" to the drill sergeant, the
Yep.
drill sergeant would stop the entire company and make
Yep.
me drop.
And
So,
if you
yeah,
if you could be on your way down the stairs, he would
Yep.
have you do them on the stairs with
Yep.
your head at the bottom of the stairs.
Yes, completely unacceptable.
Yeah.
Oh well.
So this episode, yeah, they basically go on a field trip, and we have to start up the ship. We get attacked, and the only way to stop the Furies is they've got to reach out to Paul Giamatti, and Paul Giamatti says, "I will take care of this for you for a
No,
price."
that's not the only way. That's not
What's
the
the
only
other
way.
way?
The other way, they wanted money.
They wanted money. Yes.
They wanted money, and the captain of this show was immediately ready to write a check.
Yep.
And if you don't have a problem with that, you don't know anything about Star Trek or the world.
Yeah.
You don't negotiate with terrorists.
You do not.
And if you do, you negotiate. You don't just write the check.
They'll thank you for your down payment and ask for more.
Yeah. It's like you're 1,000 years old. How do you not know this?
Well, and then the other thing is they all seem to know that this is a villain, right? Like they're familiar with these people. They may not interact with them a lot, but they know of them, right? Yeah. So like we didn't have contingencies or something, you know.
Well, the writers made damn sure that everybody knows that they're a villain. They did everything to let us know that Paul Giamatti did everything except, and I mean everything except, twirl his mustache to let us know that he was the bad guy, including say, I'm the bad guy.
Yeah. So I know he double crosses them in the end. Everyone knows he double crosses him in the end. But there's a line where they're working on getting his help, and Admiral Poop Apples says the Federation has suspended his warrants for 72 hours. That makes 0 sense. You're wanted for crimes. We need your help. We're gonna not you come help us. We're not gonna arrest you for 72 hours. But once that clock is done ticking, it's game on again. There's still a warrant for your arrest.
Yeah.
What idiot would ever participate in that arrangement? It makes 0 sense. 0 cents. 0 cents.
And at the end, he's like, he's now the Federation's most wanted man. It's like, yeah, he should have been in the first place, Mr. Yeah.
Well, and then part of the deal was they were away from any other ship. No ship could come and reach them in time to really help.
Except his.
Well, or Discovery. Discovery's got the instant drive.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're really trying to avoid talking about Discovery. Like they'll mention Discovery's name, like, oh, Discovery's in dry dock, or Discovery except for Discovery, or whatever, blah blah blah. Yeah,
there's plot holes everywhere. So the Admiral is there via the holo communicator, right? He's not really on the ship.
Yeah.
And he says to Noose, thank you for consulting with us on our problem. So he's not there to physically do anything. He is there to consult. Why is he there? Why isn't he also a holographic projection? There's no need for him to come onto the ship
and risk being captured.
Yes. And if instead he was just a holo projection, you wouldn't have to have this stupid line about them suspending his warrants for 72 hours. You can't arrest a holo projection. It's just so dumb. There's just so many things that they do that make 0 sense.
Yeah. I will say the buzz on the internet is that people like this episode the best so far.
Well, they don't know any better, I guess.
I think honestly, comparatively to all the other episodes, I think it is the better one.
Maybe.
But that's not saying much.
The
it's a low bar.
Stakes were higher. I think there was one part of our guessing game thing, our prediction show where we said, does any member of the I don't know if this counts or not, but does any of the cadets die?
Yeah.
And there was it wasn't a Starfleet Academy cadet, but
it was a war college cadet.
There was a youngling that died.
Right.
So
yeah, and I kind of like that guy. He was growing on me.
He was growing on me too. Yeah.
Yeah. So, as this show goes and they use modern language, modern, sometimes inappropriate language, like spooge it all over everyone, interstellar bestie, space boo, my mind starts kind of expecting things like that, and sometimes looking for them in places that it might fit. And like most grown men, deep down inside, I'm a 12-year-old boy, and I still have those 12-year-old boy thoughts. So
go on.
Kyle gets injured. Jaden says this might scar. He says, what's a soldier without a few scars? And then Jaden says, are you sure you're not part Klingon? And they both smile.
Right.
And my mind, my 12-year-old boy mind, translated that to, got any Klingon in you? You want some?
Oh, God.
And I can't help it. I said, my mind goes there. Every man is a 12-year-old boy.
Yep.
Deep down inside.
Yep.
But, when the lieutenant commander bites the dust,
yeah,
who's in charge?
There should be a chain of command, a clear.
There absolutely needs to be an established chain of command.
Even if it's cadet.
Yes. We just had an episode a few weeks ago where they have this competition to figure out who's going to be the team captain or whatever. Okay. Every mission has to have an established chain of command, and they don't do that. This guy bites the dust, and then they just work together. They just work together to get the job done. And that's not how it works.
No. It was interesting to me that they used Sam to talk to the old computer, like she could talk to it, like a robot instead of a
I was
hollow.
finally they're using her to do something.
Except she was just yelling at a computer. Like as long as I say it with enough emotion, the computer will do something different.
Well, I guess I would like kind of set parameters on what she can and cannot do, because right now it's magic, and whatever they need, she can do it. And
well, they haven't established how she manifests.
Right.
If she has a hollow emitter, where it is, what its limitations are. She took phaser fire this week and was injured. How?
Right.
That made no sense. It might have made sense if they had established some rules.
Right.
Yeah.
But they haven't done that. We all knew, everyone watching Voyager knew that the Doctor could make himself tangible and intangible at will, but somebody hit the hollow emitter and it fell off, and boop, he's gone until somebody taps on it and
so we knew
brings him
what
back.
would damage him and what wouldn't.
Yes.
So if he got hit in the chest with a phaser fire, he'd be like sticks and stones.
Yep. So, but they haven't established anything with her.
Right.
So I hope they explain it, because clearly she is of a different variety of hollow than the Doctor. So I'm hoping that they explain that. I think everybody's imagining that she's either being projected or that she's got like a mobile emitter, like maybe inside of her, like inside of her torso or something like that. But maybe they came up with something cool, like a nano net that surrounds her or something. Like that. Visually, that sort of makes sense. The way she was, the way it visualized her injuries. So,
Yeah, it would just be nice to know just how it functions. I'm sure we'll get some sort of book, 10 years from now that explains it all and breaks it down. But
or maybe in the next episode, God, if they say your nanonet emitters were blah 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 blah, I'm gonna get the biggest nerd alert ever.
It'll say written by so and so, based on a story by Strongbeard.
That's
right.
So, question. Cadet, I don't know these people's names, so
I don't care.
Cadet Combadge Swallower.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
How long until she's expelled, do you think?
She's either out or there's going to be a pivot.
Well, they got to do something,
or a sacrifice. She's either out, you'll never see her again. There's going to be a pivot in her character, or she's going to make a sacrifice.
I would love to see a story where she realizes that this is not for me. I have something to offer the universe, and maybe
But
she
not-
discovers what it is. I have something to offer, but this is not it.
Yeah. That would be an interesting storyline just for the show. Like, not everyone is for the Academy, and that's not necessarily wrong. It's just
which we've actually seen that in early episodes of Deep Space Nine. There were rumblings that Jake would go to Starfleet Academy someday to follow in the footsteps of his dad, and that's not what he did. And who did go? The criminal's kid.
Yeah.
And surprised everyone and turned out to be, a war hero and dealt with PTSD and all of that. And it was great storytelling. So the idea that everyone has to follow this path, I don't believe that. You can have good stories that go against what is expected, but they still have to be good stories.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. No, Dan, they have to. It doesn't have to be about the story. It's about the message. They have to send
The irony of the show
message.
that wants to celebrate different opinions and everything, but everyone's got to do the same thing.
Yeah.
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 No, it would be cool. I mean, because it's not like she could go be a diplomat or a teacher or something else, right? And that would be interesting, just to be like, hey guys, this just isn't for me.
Yeah.
There might be an episode where it's not just her. Like, I don't want to see an episode just about her, but like her and maybe the doctor. I'm waiting for a doctor-centric episode. Maybe that's it. Like where she has an episode with the doctor, and the doctor is now a therapist, and
and everyone loves the member berries, right? So how great would it be to hear the doctor say, have I ever told you about my friend Neelix? No. Who's your friend Neelix? Neelix was the greatest this in the world. He was the greatest this in the world. He was the greatest this that I've ever, and lists all of these things. He wasn't such a great Starfleet officer, but we would have been lost without him.
Yeah.
I will say this. I think that this episode, I did enjoy it comparatively to the other ones. The other episode, I would say the first episode was all right. But the problem, I think, with those two being my favorites is they're the least focused on the kids and the least focused on what the premise of the show was originally. Right. And so, like, when most of the internet is saying, like, oh, this was an all right episode, they're not loving it, but saying it's all right. That's a problem with the very premise of the show. Right. And the other thing is people are saying, oh, they're finally serious. They're interesting. Yeah. That's also saying you don't like the tone of the show, the way it's being presented. That's a problem.
Tone of the show. Can I say something?
Yeah.
I was thinking about the tone of the show, and it reminded me of part of the tone of a show of Voyager, Deep Space Nine, and the Next Generation. I would like to see an episode, maybe an episodic episode. Do you guys remember the episode of Next Gen, Deep Space Nine, Voyager, where it would just be an orchestral move in, dun, 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 and then it would say Captain's Log, blah blah blah. And then it would say what we're doing at this planet. And then there would be a story. There would be a conflict. There would be a beginning, a middle, and end. Along the story, we would have a B story that would be kind of interesting. Not necessarily a life and galaxy ending story, but would it be an interesting story? And
O'Brien's getting married.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then while that's happening, there's other stuff going on. The main story, and it was an interesting, really, maybe there was galaxy ending consequences, but it was just a really good story, beginning, middle, and end, and then you tied it up nicely. I'd like to see that.
Yeah.
You're not going to see that, though.
Am I the only one that wants to see that?
I would love to see that. I've been saying for years, and I'll say it again. They were when Discovery came along, they were convinced the old formula didn't work anymore, so they started using this new formula. And then what's his name from Family Guy
came along. Seth MacFarlane.
Seth MacFarlane came along, picked up that old formula, and just started making episodes of Star Trek with a different name on it, and they were great.
Yeah,
they were fantastic. So the idea that the old formula doesn't work anymore is bullshit.
Well, and what's even funnier about that is the Orville had the modern talk, right? The modern way of speaking. And nobody really complained about it because the heart of the episode
was good.
Well, because you knew it was Seth MacFarlane, and he had to sell it to the network, and he's known for comedy. So he had to. That was the way he got the show made. But if you watch the show, as the show goes on, it's less funny and more
serious,
Star Trek.
Oh, very much so. Season 3 was. It was just a series. It was just a Star Trek series.
Yeah,
that episode in season 3 where Malloy gets stuck in the past and he finds the girl that he fell in love with the phone. Okay, that is my favorite episode of the Orville.
Yep.
It's probably one of my favorite episodes of Star Trek.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though it's not Star Trek.
Yeah.
And whenever I try and sell someone on watching the Orville, I say, watch this episode and then skip forward and watch this episode. And I give them those two.
Yeah.
Because at the end of that episode, your stomach was in knots, your fist was clenched.
Yeah.
You were on the edge of your seat, completely invested in it. You know, you were pissed, you were relieved, you were angry, you were conflicted, you were
when he's yelling, Ed, please don't take my family away.
It was gut wrenching.
I'm getting upset right now. Just thinking about
that. Yeah.
Yeah. That's when it's the best, man. When both sides have good
about the series that I'm watching right now.
Oh, I'm plenty upset about it. Just
not in
the way you're saying.
I mean, I've tried to get excited about it. You know, there's been moments where I've got, hey, that's Dax.
Yeah.
You know, and I'll continue to try to watch it for those moments because it's gonna have those moments.
I said, hey, that's Dax too, but I said, hey, that's Dax. Same words.
That's right.
I thought that was we were talking about, good, bad parts, bad episodes in great series, and then good parts in bad series. I thought that was a good part in a bad series, or good, a good, maybe even a good episode in a bad series. Because I also like Tawny Newsome. I thought they did a good job on that particular part. I could, if they could explain away how the Dax symbiont could live 40 billion years or whatever.
Right.
1200, but
we're gonna find out that Dax was at the Last Supper.
Yes.
Now there was
Dax was Judas.
There was some
it was Judas Dax.
Judas Dax.
Yeah.
There was some misinformation going on in the Trill Society about the symbionts during the run of Deep Space Nine. Remember, at first they said, only there weren't enough symbionts to go around, and then they found out there kind of were. And so maybe there was a lot of misinformation about the symbionts that we didn't know. Yeah. Maybe information from the symbionts could be transferred to the hosts, and the hosts could transfer their information to new symbionts. We don't know how it works.
Yeah, I've always wondered if the symbionts can go with the changeling.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows how it works?
Because the changelings are basically immortal, right? Like, isn't that what they say? That they can
maybe
live forever and ever?
Who knows?
Yeah.
Let's ask Alex Kurtzman. See what he knows.
Please don't give him any ideas.
Let's ask him what he knows about Trill symbionts. And
there you
go. So how did the first
Deep Space Nine he's watched?
Yeah.
How did the first symbiote get into the first host?
I've always wondered this.
It's
because I always think of it. So we've watched them be implanted on the show, and if you think of it as a reverse C-section,
Look, it's the same guy that watches an egg come out of a chicken's butt and goes, I bet.
Yeah.
If you crack
Or
that
milk
baby
out of a
open,
cow.
When ancient symbiotes implanted themselves, and once the two minds melded together, I imagine the first thing the symbiote says to the host telepathically is, "I'm sorry."
Yeah.
I bet it was more of a convenience thing. I bet the first time it happened, it was just outside the body. And then after years and years and years, surgeons said, "Hey, let's try this. Let's see if we can surgically implant them."
Oh, like it grafted onto their back or something.
Right. Or like it just, you held them and it's like, "Oh my God, I can hear your thoughts."
See, my headcanon is they used to eat the symbiotes, and then somehow like there was a psychic residue of eating them.
the symbiote was the worm and the tequila bottle, and you swallowed the worm and you woke up somebody different.
There you go.
I don't know who is more mentally unstable.
Yeah, we all are.
Daniel, you're sick though. Eating the God.
Well, I mean, they're on the planet. There's gonna be like cave people back in the day. They're gonna be like, "What is that gooey thing in the water? Let's eat it."
Let's eat it.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, Jasmine's with the real. Maybe they got high off of them.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So are we done?
Or maybe going back to what Dan said, the symbiote was like, "You got any symbiote in you? You want some?
You want some?" The symbiote just started wiggling his tail a little bit.
Yeah. Look at this.
Turns around, is like,
"You guys need help."
Yeah. There you go.
How does this episode end?
I don't know.
Oh, how does it end? It ends up Paul Giamatti tricked them, and he really wanted that other ship to leave some space station or something, and he destroyed it, and it was all a ruse.
Yeah, does he Paul Giamatti's character, he's a bad guy, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Space pirate.
He is a bad guy. I just wanted to make sure. Braka. Nustifer is his name in this episode. Nustifer. So Nustifer apparently is a bad guy. The writers hint a couple of times that he's a bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the problem. My wife and I had a conversation about this. The best villains, and this is where I was going to talk about being a writer. So take note, Daniel.
Okay, yes.
I say that sarcastically because Daniel's a great writer, and I've never even thought about it. I think the best villains don't think that they're villains.
Right.
Don't call themselves villains. Don't twirl their mustaches.
Mm-hmm.
Lex Luthor does not see himself as a villain.
Neither does Magneto.
Does not see himself
or
as
Thanos.
A villain. Magneto does not see himself as a villain. They see themselves as saviors.
Mm-hmm.
And they're written as seeing themselves as saviors. And they're the best villains. Is there a better villain than Lex Luthor, Thanos, and Magneto?
Joker.
No. Joker. Even
Joker's just crazy.
Tortured.
Yeah.
Or tortured. So Joker, Darth Vader, okay? So tortured, so they're angry,
the Borg Queen. She thinks she's the hero. She's bringing order to chaos.
Right.
Yeah.
So this
Gul
guy,
Dukat.
I did nothing wrong.
Where are my monuments?
He wants to know. He legitimately thinks there should be monuments of him on Bajor.
Yeah.
I treat the Bajorans like children. I guide them. I love them.
Now, Christopher,
Nustifer,
this guy, he literally calls himself the bad guy.
Yeah.
And he, I don't know what child wrote his dialogue in this episode, but he just was twirling his mustache and talking to.
Well, no, don't you remember in Wrath of Khan when Khan tells Kirk, "Hey, Kirk, I'm the bad guy."
Did he?
No.
Okay.
That's what I mean.
All
I'm
right.
getting to, yeah, I was making Scott's
No.
point.
Not at all. And
Yeah.
I just they're trying I guess my point is they're trying way too hard to try to make the audience hate this guy. And I guess they're trying to see if the commandant will snap. Or the
I almost wonder if they're like, man, people are gonna love Paul Giamatti. His character is too much fun because he's having fun when he's there. You can clearly tell.
He's obviously a good actor. I can't
Yeah.
stand him, not for anything he's ever done. I just hate
Yeah.
everything he's ever been in. I
Yeah.
just, I just hated the movie Sideways. My first experience with him was watching the movie Sideways in the theater, and I hated it. And I got two friends that I went with, my friends Gabe and Steve, and we talk about it all the time. And I went to that movie in the theater with them, and I hate both of my friends for this because they took me to see this abomination of a movie. And ever since then, I've had this bias against Paul Giamatti. So I'd like to apologize to Paul Giamatti. I still hate you, but that's just the reality of the situation.
I'm going to find something he was in that you love.
That I love?
I'm looking it up right now. I'm going to see what we got.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's been in so many things.
He was the Rhino.
Yes, the Rhino. The way over the top accent.
Yeah.
Straight Outta Compton.
There you go.
Yeah, he wasn't Straight Outta Compton, was he?
Scott's favorite movie, Straight Outta Compton. Scott, were you more of an MC Ren fan or a Snoop Dogg fan?
It's more of a Snoop Dogg fan.
Okay, all right. Yeah. I always like Ren though, but Ren was good, but
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Well, anything else we want to say about this episode?
No, Sam is injured still. Now, is that a Romulan or a Vulcan that died, or a mix?
I mean, they're Vulcan. I think he's Vulcan, but I mean, they're unified at this point.
The female is a Romulan. The female cadet.
Okay, but what you're asking is like saying, is that guy Italian or is he human?
Now, okay, in the 31st century, that might be the question.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they're both all right. Put it this way: they're both Navarin. They're both Navarin. He is from Vulcan descent. She is of Romulan descent. Okay. Maybe.
Jasmine says Eastern Romulan.
Eastern Romulan.
Eastern Romulan. Okay. He's a Romulan with jelly beans.
There you go.
I think they're north and south.
That's right.
He's a northerner. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
So he's dead. Sam is. Oh, and that's one more point before we bring it to a close. We get to listener feedback. Can the writers please go back and watch any episode that has to do with betazoids, please? Betazoids are telepathic, plain and simple. They telepathically can talk to each other, and in a lot of other episodes can talk to other non-telepathic species. Half betazoid and half human species, such as Counselor Troy, are not telepathic. They're empathic, which means they can't read people's thoughts, but they can detect other people's emotions. Am I off base on that?
A little bit. She's
super betazoid.
Yes, she can talk to Riker telepathically.
Okay.
We've seen that.
Can you still read my thoughts? Yeah.
She could.
As a species, they can talk to each other telepathically.
Yes. But she also could sense where that ship was in Nemesis. Wasn't there something? She was helping them target the torpedoes because she sense where that was.
Doesn't count because that was also because Brian.
Oh, I thought you were getting to the
father and son.
I thought you were getting to the girl in.
I was getting to the girl.
Yeah.
They said what did they say in the episode? We're a species that
she can mind speak or something. She said.
Yeah.
Like, no, you're telepathic. That's betazoids are
telepathic. No, but remember, she's got the implant in her. Like, her powers are more super.
So I call in my head because I can't remember her name. I call her Betamax.
There you go.
Because she's better than VHS, more compact. So she's Betazoid, but she's like super Betazoid, so she's got to wear the inhibitor. So
Okay.
Betamax. You can call her that. It's okay.
Betamax.
Betamax.
Yeah. So okay, so Betamax, but can we establish that Betazoids are just simply telepathic? Most Betazoids of old school are just telepathic.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Counselor Troy was empathic, which means she wasn't telepathic with most other people, but she could with other Betazoids. She was telepathic with other
telepaths.
Non-beta Betazoids. She was empathic. And here in the 22nd century, it's nondescript what they can do. And I understand that Betamax is a super Betazoid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Who apparently can blow out your eardrums.
Yeah, that I had a problem with too. How did she do that?
Because she's Betamax.
And
Yeah,
she's
but
also
she's
very
not
selective
there.
about it.
Yeah, and did she blow out everyone else's eardrums too?
No. And
No,
I thought she was
selective.
going to because she goes, I don't think you're going to want to be with me after this. And
Yeah.
She closes her eyes and she does her banshee scream, but only the Reavers get their eardrums
because they're
blown
part
out.
bat.
It's like
So
it's like, who was the character in The Boys who could just pop people's heads with her mind?
Oh yeah.
That's what this reminded. That's what this reminded me of.
Yeah.
So to me, it was like, okay, I take the inhibitor out. The inhibitor is there because I'm dangerous to other people around me because my telepathy is too powerful. Okay,
Right.
so she pulls that out, and then she directs her uncontrollable telepathy towards specific people, and it hurts them. Betamax. And then the Betamax theme starts, and then we fade. Fade to black. Right. So believe it or not, I didn't really have a problem with with
I did.
You did?
Yeah.
I
did because I was like, how is she doing this? Like
through the mycelial network.
But she like yells, right, and blows everyone's heads up. So she's not there in the room yelling. Is she like possessing somebody there and yelling through their vocal cord? Like
she's yelling where she is, and then she is projecting that. She's projecting her anguish telepathically and overloading
like a Bluetooth speaker.
And
yeah.
I mean, okay, so if I could speak to you telepathically, Daniel, right now, I'm speaking in a normal volume. If I get excited as I'm speaking to you telepathically, I telepathy louder at you, and you can sense that there's a difference in what I'm saying now compared to what I said.
Yeah.
If I telepathically scream at the top of my lungs, that probably doesn't feel good inside of your head. Now multiply that by 1,000,000 because she's Betamax, and it overloads that part of your brain. Betamax.
No, I get what happened. My thought is, how did that? So yes, their heads exploded because she did the yelling or whatever. That's fine. It's just, how did the yell get into that room? Is my question. Betamax, right?
The same way any form of telepathy moves from one person's head to another. Okay, there's an imbalance of pretendium in her head.
Or the other thing you could have done is put me in a room with Paul Giamatti. I'll scan his brain, and I'll get the information we want out of him instead of making a deal with him.
Writing.
Yeah.
Again, writing.
Yeah. Scott's losing it. He's turning red.
Sorry, I had to mute it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's the funniest thing I've heard about the imbalance of pretendium.
So I use that all the time in Facebook groups, whether it's a Back to the Future, whether it's a Back to the Future group or a Star Wars group or a Star Trek group. When someone says, how does the Enterprise travel at this speed without the hull ripping apart? I say it's coated with an alloy called pretendium.
Yeah.
and it always gets a laugh no matter how
There you
many
go.
times I use it. So
There you go.
you could use that. That's 2 you could use, Scott. Betamax and Pretendium.
Perfect.
Enjoy.
Perfect. All right.
Betamax.
Well, we should get to listener feedback because
I'm keeping this next time we talk about her.
Yeah, Betamax. All right, here we go.
Listener feedback.
All right. If you want to join us, you can just X up in the chat, and we will send you the link so you can join us. We do have Chazbiz on the line. Scott, did you get that email? We got an email from a listener.
You know what? I didn't even check my. I didn't even check the emails.
All right. Well, let me bring in Chazbiz, and then we can do the email afterwards. Okay. All right. There's Chazbiz. Hey, how are you doing? Are you there?
Yeah, can you hear me at all?
Okay, now we can.
Yeah. All right, my mic wasn't close enough, I guess.
Okay. So what'd you think? Did you like the episode?
Well, I was out of country and trying to watch this show was kind of hard, so
okay.
I had to watch it on my phone and roll my eyes several times. Especially when he said spooge. Like when he said that line, I was just like, I hope Paul Giamatti knows what the hell that word means,
Yeah.
Because, he's older than us, and he might have like, oh, that's probably scientific or something, or some kind of slang they made up.
I'm sure he's aware.
I'm sure he's aware. But
he goes to those Hollywood parties. He knows what's up.
Yeah, but he is definitely the epitome of a mustache-twirling villain.
Yeah.
So,
I think the actor Paul Giamatti is having a blast playing.
Oh, I know he's having a blast. You
yeah.
know? I don't know if Holly Hunter's having a blast. I mean, there's no telling how much Valium they give her because she's laying around everywhere with her feet showing. So, and man, like whoever's doing the audio on here, it's really hard. I have to put the subtitles on sometimes on some of the characters when they're speaking.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about on Trekcast.
No, I'm not talking about. I'm talking about Starfleet Academy. Your audio
sounded
good today. It's excellent.
Sounded good.
So,
okay, good.
Yeah, I'm just saying on Starfleet Academy, like who's ever doing the editing or whatever on the audio, it's sometimes real hard. Like you get the special effects coming through your speakers, but you can't understand what they're saying, and seeing that on your subtitles, spooge, you just roll your eyes and you're like, okay. Then I told my wife about it, and she's like, "This is spooge on Star Trek." I'm like, "Yeah." I said
no, they don't, but
well, they do now. But
yeah,
yeah.
And
what are you thinking of the show overall? Are you liking it?
Overall, the last and there's bits and pieces I like about it. Okay. I like this week's villains, right?
Right.
I thought they're pretty cool. I wish they would have ate the whole cast. And that'd have been awesome. And then
start over,
do like a George R.R. Martin where all the kids die, and then, well, that didn't work.
They're eating that one girl. Oh, I found this comm badge inside of her.
Yeah. All that's left is the holographic girl. She's like, oh no, they can't eat me, but I'm still alive. So
yeah.
Oh, they should have killed all the Starfleet Academy people and then just left the military
War
academy.
College.
The War College.
Yeah, from the War
I hate to
College.
say it's like it's sad when you like Slytherin better than Gryffindor.
Right?
So.
Yeah.
So when are they going to bring in the other two colleges to compete with them? So
the Vulcan Science Academy.
Yes, where they have like that'd be great. Like
I wonder if they are going to bring in something like that. Like we've got a visiting. Naval Academy from the Andorians, or
that'd be kind of cool. The Andorian Naval Academy,
or like the Klingon War College, or
well, the Klingons don't play nice with others, so
yeah, they don't.
No, and okay, why cast a guy to play Klingon, and then you have to I call him auto-tune Klingon because that's not his real voice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, their decision
when he
to
speaks, they modulated his voice to sound deeper and everything.
Now he does. I saw a video of the actor doing
the voice.
He addressed
Jaden.
that. Yeah, Jaden doing, and he says, now when I talk, when I do the voice, I talk down here and I did a voice coach, but they do add a modulation to the voice, and I'm like, but why?
Yeah.
It's like they didn't have to do that with any other Klingon. Why can't he
not
just
a
use his
single
voice?
other Klingon? I mean, Michael Dorn never needed, a modulation. And
Can't name any other Klingon that needed their voice modulated.
Well, and why would you do it? It's distracting.
Yeah, they didn't do it to Christopher Lloyd. They didn't do it to.
I mean, if
Gowron
it ain't broke,
Christopher Lee or
Lorsa Bator, or
if
think all the actors that play Klingons.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah.
So
just make him sound like his true self. It's like we don't
if
need
you want
it
to lower it a little bit. Okay, Klingons typically larger, taller, whatever. If I was playing a Klingon, I would probably talk in a, blah, blah, type of voice. But I probably wouldn't talk up here.
That's racist, Scott. So that is totally racist.
You can write a letter to the Klingon.
I want the Ned Flanders Klingon now.
Oakley
dokley,
yeah. It's time for you to die, Oakley dokley.
Yeah, Oakley dokley, buddies.
That's awesome. Well, what are you hoping to see in the last few episodes? Anything that you're hoping for?
Well, everybody wants better writing, and it just the way it started. Like they started the show off with the sex scene, right?
Right.
And they're playing this music from Grey's Anatomy, and like that right there takes me out of the show. It's like, what am I watching? This isn't, at least give us like a good Star Trek theme or something to start the show off with. You could have the sex scene that you're doing, but not like modern music.
I've also wanted to address the sex scene. I've reached the age where I want the sex scene implied.
You want
boobs? I don't want to see it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means for me.
Yeah.
You want it to fade to black. Like they go into the room, hold hands, fade to black, and you know what they did.
Start to take the shirts off, and then I don't want to see the actual act. I'd like to have a talk with the intimacy coordinator.
Rocket ships or the train going into the tunnel, and
I want to see the nacelles shaking a little bit.
Yeah.
I want to see the warp core kind of rumbling.
I mean, they're supposed to be in a college, right? Where was the sock on the doorknob?
Right.
Yeah.
So Scott, when you were in basic training,
Dan. Good God.
Oh, here we go.
When you were in basic training, were there female privates also in training with you?
Yes, there were, and
were you allowed access to their dormitory area?
Absolutely not.
What was the penalty if you were found in the female dorm?
Big trouble.
Huge
trouble. Matter of fact, on my second tour, okay, we're talking like 2008, 2009. When we were in Iraq, the males and the females were not allowed to be in each other's rooms.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, that would not be acceptable behavior in any kind of military. It's called maintaining military bearing.
Yes.
Okay. It's about discipline, maintaining military bearing. That's not cursing in front of your CO. That's that kind of thing. It's.
But particularly this, I can remember there were specific lines, like physical lines. You're not allowed down this hallway.
Yeah.
And if you are found on the other side of this line down this hallway, there will be hell to pay.
Oh yeah, major consequences. Yep.
I don't think there's any discipline on this show or anybody's read anything, a handbook, anything. Like bring in a supervisor, show them how a military college would, operate.
Yeah, I would I just intermediary, like moderate discipline. Like we've seen like court martials, like you'll be reduced in rank and you're going to the brig. And we've seen, I'm going to let this slide. I'd like to see, you're going to get a field grade Article 15 and you're going to be doing, crappy work for the next 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's no in between,
I was hoping that Wesley Crusher come back as the Traveler, showing the Starburst maneuver, and they all crash into each other, and that's the end.
You guys really want to go out in a blaze of glory?
Wild Bill, not so wild. The sex scene took me out, but the intimacy was important to explain the psychic connection between them. Yeah, it doesn't mean you had to go so long on it.
Yeah, there's other ways.
They could have opened up. They could have opened up with the two of them embracing each other.
Yeah,
and the show and the scene goes exactly the same.
Yeah.
Yep.
Except you don't see any of the stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Afterwards, you show they're in the scene talking to each other, but really they're having sex.
Mm-hmm.
Afterwards.
Yeah. Like they're in the minefield.
Yeah, they're in the minefield and they're like, oh wow, they're doing it, but we don't realize it.
That would have been interesting. Is you just see them walking through this field and you're like, where the hell are these people? And they're just talking, and then it's revealed what they're doing.
Or they're in the rec room or someplace. Take the sex out of it for a minute, because the point is to show her abilities, right?
Right.
Okay. So instead, they're in the rec room waiting for this assignment to start. They have some time to kill or whatever, and they're just talking. And he says something to the effect of, "I wish we had access to a holodeck. I would love to. I would love to show you the such and such river on this planet that I went to." And she says to him, "We don't need a holodeck." And she reaches out and embraces his hand, and suddenly they're there. The place that he wanted to show her, they're there. And he says, what is this? How is this possible? "Oh, we're in your mind. This is something I can do now." They just accomplished everything that they accomplished in this other scene, except it's not cringe. They cut right to the chase. It's actually kind of sweet.
Yeah. The other thing too is, like, she's telling him about other species and what they do at one point, but like literally the last episode was all about how he knows about everything and he's so smart and like
You think she'll become Jean Grey, where she's too powerful and she's gonna turn into the Phoenix?
Well, go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead. No, I was just gonna say, she's super powerful. She's Betamax. Her brother is there also.
Right.
What is his thing? Yeah, I know he doesn't have the thing, but what is his level of ability?
Well, he doesn't have the touch or the power.
Yeah, we don't see him do anything. So
I got Jasmine's with that.
Oh, I know. I know
you know. Yeah. Yeah.
He doesn't have the matrix of leadership in his chest.
He does not.
Like she does. So.
He's not gonna Autobots and roll out.
Listen, there's a tub right there to my left.
I'm sure.
Full of Transformers. Don't make me pull them out.
Amazing.
Oh,
no,
yeah. So what's the deal with him? Is he a regular Beta Z? Is he like? Does it skip a generation or something? Does he not have the touch at all? Is he ashamed of being a Betazoid?
I mean, is the dad going to flip out and they lose Beta Z? Because we just did an episode about how precarious that realignment was.
So she's not dead, right? She's
not dead. But she's in
just
a coma.
Injured. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
But would that be enough for the dad to be like, you're not taking care of my daughter. Look what happened.
You're using her as a weapon, not
as
a cadet.
And then Beta Z pulls out.
So is
12-year-old me?
What's his name? What's his
Scott,
name?
your mom watches.
Your mom's watching now. Hi, Mom. Hi, Scott's mom.
What's his name? The main character? Jacob?
Mir?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he gonna have to? So here's my prediction. Because he's the last one who had access to the inside of her head.
Yeah.
He's gonna. Does he have to go into like coma world next week to show her the way?
I'm guessing that's the thing.
Show her the way out.
Yeah. Like, I can't find my mom, but I can find my girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, and the secret weapons he's talking about is his mom, Paul Giamatti. Like, he has something that he's hiding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet it's the kid's mom, and she's gonna do something.
We need
So-
She-Hulk.
They
Yeah.
imply something that like because they had sex, that's what makes the connection like that they can read each other's
Deeper.
minds.
It goes
So-
deeper than the meaning.
He's gonna have a fun time explaining that to the dad next episode.
until everybody's like, but I could hear her too.
Right. Is
Half
this on
the
the
word-
loudspeaker? What's going on?
Half the war college can hear.
Yeah.
Boothby is like, I hear.
Yeah. Oh, that's hilarious.
Scott's
All right.
googling something.
Okay,
Yeah.
No,
I was on last week's episode. What did you think of Tawny Newsome playing Dax?
I liked it.
Yeah.
I didn't like it. I thought she wrote herself in the show for that. So
She is such
I
a
like
beautiful.
Tawny Newsome.
She is such a beautiful woman. I wish they had picked some better prosthetics for her.
Yes. That's
Yeah.
what I thought. I was like,
I was wondering if they were trying to hide that it
I
was
think
her.
they were trying to hide that it was
you know, they're
Yeah.
trying to hide the trail spots and
because
everything.
halfway
I-
through the episode, I'm like, wait a minute.
They should have given her long hair to cover it or something, a covering.
I'm like, is that
Yeah.
Tawny
Tawny
Newsome's
Newsome?
actually
Yeah, I think they were hiding it because we've seen her as Mariner. So they're
Yeah.
like, we can't have her look too much like Mariner.
okay.
Yeah.
That's my thought.
Yeah, because
I don't know.
that's when my wife ruined it for me when she like looked it up. She's like, oh yeah, she's playing Isla Dax, and I'm like,
Oh,
wait,
see,
what?
Same thing happened to me because I couldn't get the app to work when I was, I was in Italy, and for some reason, like when you're out of country, it doesn't work.
Mm,
Like Paramount was being goofy, so
yeah. That's what happens. All right. Well, thanks for being on, Chazbiz. We still got that email to get to. So
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, guys.
yeah, thank you. All right. Scott, do you got the email?
Yes, I do. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. If I can get my phone to work. Okay. This email, I don't know how to pronounce your name. I've seen you on Facebook. I'm gonna assume it's Venice Terrain.
Okay.
You are the significant other of Duvall.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey there, Trekcast. It's your Trekcast New York City freelance correspondence number 1, Venice Terrain, with some thoughts on episode 6. Duvall's out on assignment. I think he's just hiding in the bathroom, keeps complaining about crappy Raktajino.
Oh no.
First, pointing out
Goes
what's a
right through
great-
you.
Yeah.
what a great shot of the Stanley water bottles. Nice to know they still exist and survive the burn. The safest place she knows is a 90s rock music video reminding me of No Rain by Blind Melon for some reason. This extremely poor judgment with no backup plan, just in case anything could go wrong. It's an abandoned ship, so with that, no one could possibly find a place to do their own thing. Like somebody else could come in, similar to us humanoids, exploring abandoned spots or places. Even with regards to your students, keeping safety in mind, not having an extra security detail outside or around the abandoned ship. This alien pirate has a horrible wheeze, and their potato sack face kept reminding me of the Strangers movie. Side note, every time I hear this theme song, I keep on picturing an Asian drama and it gets my brain disoriented and forget that it's supposed to be a Star Trek. Why is it whimsy? Back on track, I honestly wonder how the explanation to the families went. That the students at the beginning of the year died in a prime account of irresponsibility for a team building exercise that they could have learned in some other capacity. Fun fact, it's my first time telling the computer to send this log. Yay for my first Star Trek communication, or Trekcast
Nice.
communication. Bye, guys. Vinny signing off. Hey, thanks for
Thank
the
you.
email. We appreciate hearing
Yeah,
from you.
thank you.
And if I butchered your name, I apologize. I'm bad with that. So but yeah, anyways, thanks for sending the email, and Duvall, I hope the Rock Digino went through okay.
Yes. Hopefully it went fine. Yeah.
If you want to send us some correspondence, you can send us an email at trekcasttng@gmail.com. If you want to send one to me, Strongbeard, personally, you can send one to strongbeard1701@gmail.com. If you would like to leave a voicemail, we had some pretty good voicemails in the last few episodes.
Yeah.
Send one to you can leave a message at 570-661-0001. That's 570-661-0001. That's just a nobody's going to pick up the phone. That's just a voicemail account. So leave us your thoughts on what you think about Trekcast, what you think about the new series, what you think about life in general, what you think about Dan Lombardo. Hey,
yeah, let me know.
We want to hear it. We're also available on all the social medias: Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, all that stuff. We're even on TikTok. We have a lot of fun on all those groups. Interact with us. So we're growing, and that's great. So,
and then as we're wrapping up, I got to post this because William Shatner just posted this a little bit ago, and just wanted to remind you today is Half Price Chocolate Day. So it's actually from William Shatner's account, so that's kind of awesome. So all right. So, well, thanks everybody for listening, and we'll catch you next week.
Peace and long life.
This is Captain Benjamin Sisko of Deep Space Nine and Space God to the Bajorans. I have a mission for you. This falls outside of Starfleet guidelines, so I can't order you, but I'm asking for volunteers. Volunteers who will subscribe to the Trekcast YouTube channel, leave 5-star reviews on your podcast app of choice, and share Trekcast across your social media accounts. If we can make our audience bigger, we might have a chance against the Dominion. Are you ready? Subscribe, like, and share. Are you with me?